Hey, I'm Dr. Mike from the Springfield Wellness Center, and we got our first viewer request for a mobility video. So today we're going to be talking specifically about the shoulder, more specifically about the AC joint as well as the glenohumeral joint. So the AC joint is where our clavicle comes up and meets up to the back portion of our shoulder blade. It's that big bony bump on the top of the shoulder. Glenohumeral joint, we're looking at the ball and socket joint of the shoulder itself, where we get a lot of our rotation coming from. And so starting off, we're going to work on what we call basically our bully stretch. We're going to thread our shoulder in through the band. We're going to apply some pressure outward, and we're going to take that arm and just place it behind our back. And so as I'm doing this, it's basically drawing my shoulder back into a nice, good neutral position. I'm getting a nice little stretch across the front of my pec, but also feeling a nice stretch through the deltoid and through here. This is one that you're going to want to hold 30, 45 seconds up to a minute. Favoring both sides. If you've got one side that bugs you a little more, pay a little more attention to that side. Second one that we're going to do is just going to be our basic distraction stretch. And so I recommend this for a lot of patients, and I see it done often, but I also see it done improperly majority of the time. And so when we loop our hand through to do this stretch, what most people want to do is they want to grab really tight on the band to make sure that band's not going to slip off of their hand. What you're doing when you're grabbing that band, making that tight fist, is we're activating our shoulder muscles. We want that hand to be relaxed so that way our shoulder can be relaxed, get a really nice distraction stretch. So we're going to start off with the hand face down, and so what I'll recommend, taking the other hand, place it on top just to hold that band in place. As I do this, I'm going to scoop myself back, get some nice tension, head through the window, and just get a real nice distraction stretch pull, starting through the hand and going all the way through the shoulder. Hold this 30-45 seconds to a minute. If we want to work on the opposite end of that, so if we're thinking about maybe like a front rack position or a pressing position, a little more external rotation, we're just going to flip our hand over. Same thing, take that opposite hand, place it on top. Same thing, bring yourself back. Nice good distraction stretch, and I'm feeling pulling all the way through that shoulder joint. Once again, making sure that my stretching arm is nice and relaxed through the hand and through the forearm there. Last one that we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit less tension of a band, and this one's going to be specifically for the AC joint itself. And so what will happen sometimes if we get to the point of like a dislocation, grade 1, 2, 3, whatever, we'll get some little extra tenderness through there, as well as a little bit of maybe some clicking or popping in that joint. This is going to help approximate that joint to itself. So we're going to step our foot into the band, bring that band up nice and tight, and it's going to sit directly on top of my AC joint. And so as I do this, I'm going to let that band kind of pull my shoulder down, so I'm not shrugging, but just keeping it nice and relaxed. I'm just going to bring my arm up, go through some external and some internal rotation, relax it down, same thing. And this is the way that we like to stretch here in the office for these AC joint injuries and issues as well. Run through this about 5 to 10 times per side, or just specifically favoring towards that side that is injured or a little bit more irritated. That's all I've got for you here today. And if you have any more questions or want to check out some more videos, head on over to our website or check out our YouTube page.